thank you, Dr. Patel, for the interview. Could you briefly tell us something about yourself and the work that you do?
I'm a psychiatrist. I trained in Mumbai in medicine, and then I was awarded a Rhodes Scholarship that took me away from India in 1987. I went to Oxford, and I trained in psychiatry at the Maudsley Hospital in London. But I had the wanderlust, and I then went to Zimbabwe for 2 years, where I came face to face with the fact that the vast majority of people did not have access to psychiatrists. I'd lived in Bombay, Oxford, and London. I had never really lived in a place where there were no mental health professionals. And that really got me going on my journey to where I am today. After 2 years in Zimbabwe, I came to Goa, and I have devoted my life really to working on community mental health, particularly how we can use resources in the community to actually be involved with mental health related work, but also how can we make mental health something that is consonant and aligned with the community's views about their well-being. To do this, I was a co-founder of an organization called Sangat, an NGO that was co-founded in Goa. And I'm really proud to say it's my greatest feeling of fulfillment really comes from what Sangat has been able to achieve in terms of generating knowledge and innovations that is transforming the way we would deliver mental health care, not just in India, but actually around the world.
So with your busy schedule, Dr. Patel, how do you divide your time between Harvard and Sangat? There's a lot of work in both places.
So I want to just clarify that I don't work for Sangat.
Okay.
I have always been a member of the managing committee, which in an NGO is a bit like a trustee. But every 2 years you get re-elected. But I've served on the managing committee from the day it was founded. I have always had an academic full-time appointment. For the first many years of Sangat's existence, I was an academic at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, where I was a professor. And I joined Harvard Medical School just over 3 years ago. So my primary job description is as an academic, as a professor. My work with Sangat is to build the capacity of the organization to do essential mental health related work that is relevant to India. So I have to split my time. I split my time between the US and India, roughly half-half. And all my research that I do for Harvard Medical School, which is in India, is implemented in partnership with Sangat. And that justifies why I spend such a long time here, because we have large teams based in Delhi, in Bhopal, and in Goa, implementing some of the research that I do for Harvard Medical School in India.
Okay, that's very exciting. So my last question to you is, in your opinion, how can organizations, say, for example, like Sangat and public affairs centers, work together? You are an NGO, we are a public policy institute and a think tank. But there will be incidents where we can come together. So do you have any idea how we could work together should there be an opportunity, or how we can?
So absolutely, I take a very strong view that mental health is too important to be left to doctors and professionals alone. As you know, that's one of the guiding principles of what Sangat does. And this means that we actively work and embrace the idea of working across sectors and working with organizations with different sets of skills. So for example, right now we're working with organizations who are focused on livelihoods in rural India. And these organizations have turned to us for their interest in mental health because of the returning migrant workers from the big cities during the pandemic, and their discovery that actually one of the most important concerns that these workers have is distressing emotional experiences. And for us, this is a terrific opportunity because, we always say mental health is everyone's business. Everyone should be involved with mental health. And so whenever someone from outside the traditional mental health sector comes to us and says, can we work with you? We always jump and say, yes, we can.
Okay. Thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you.
I thoroughly enjoyed listening to you. Thank you, Dr. Patel.
Thank you so much.